Hey everyone, how are you doing? Image 2.0 has arrived to shake up the market and turn any idea into an image with a level of quality that until recently seemed impossible. And in practice, it delivers extremely fast generation, consistent results, a variety of styles, and creative control that puts a lot of traditional tools to shame. But there's a catch, as always. Image 2.0 still doesn't work with layered editing, meaning you can't handle each element of the image independently, like you can in Photoshop, for example. But there's a simple way to get around this, using a tool you probably already know and maybe aren't even using in this way. And the best part is, you can use it without having to pay anything. So, just this tip you're about to see here is already worth a like, but if you don't want to miss any updates, just subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. Deal? So, let's get to the video. Well guys, today I want to share with you a tip I found here on X. And what is it for? Basically, it's to take an image that's generated by artificial intelligence, like in Image 2.0 for example, and split this image into layers so we can edit each element as if we were using Photoshop, for example. It's really cool, because it works not only with OpenAI's tool, but with any other tool capable of generating images, like for example, Nano Banana Pro. Today I'm going to show you using Image 2.0, which in my opinion is one of the most interesting AIs we have today, at least at the moment I'm recording this video, for image generation. Alright, so let's go. You've probably already seen these images here on X of people creating promotional posters for soccer teams, basketball, American football, and so on. These images are really cool because they're quite complex. Here, we have the combination of image and text, which until recently was quite difficult for artificial intelligence to do. And now you have this composition here that mixes very well-made images with very well-rendered text. Now, if you want to edit this image here, for example, in Gemini or ChatGPT, it might even be able to change one element or another, but when it makes this change, it generates the image again. Most of the time, it doesn't change anything. But if you start making a lot of requests, it starts to lose a bit of context, and when you get to the final image, it might have one or two different elements. Why? Because it needs to generate that image again, even if it's just to make a very small change. Got it? That said, Ange, I want to show you this other post here from X, where the person says the following. Someone organized high-quality prompts from GPT Image 2 into a ready-to-use repository. This project on GitHub has already reached 1,700 stars with examples of portraits, posters, character designs, and UI mockups. And even cases like neon photos of convenience stores and social media interfaces from the Song Dynasty, which you can copy directly. This is the repository. I'll leave the link right here in the description of this video. Then you just need to scroll down, and here are all the prompts divided by category. So let's suppose you want to create a science fiction movie poster. Then you just need to click the link and it will show you all the prompts available for you to create this type of image. So it's cool because he managed to gather several different types of prompts here. Look at how many things there are here that we can use to generate images using artificial intelligence. It's all available here in this repository that I'll leave in the video description. But first, I want to talk to you about the Jornada Python da hashtag, a 4-day event where over the course of 4 classes, 4 complete Python projects will be built to show you how to use this language to stand out in the job market. Currently, Python is among the most used and valued programming languages by companies and can be applied in any field. This hashtag journey is free and has no prerequisites because all the projects will be built step by step, line by line of code, and everything will be very well explained in a very clear, easy to follow way. These are projects involving task automation, data analysis, forecasting with machine learning, and even a real-time AI chatbot. So if you want to learn how to program and advance in your career, the next edition of Jornada Python da hashtag will take place from May 4th to 7th and anyone can participate. You just need to secure your spot on the official website. Just click the link in the description of this video or scan the QR code that's showing up here on the screen. So hurry up and take advantage. Oh, and one more thing. If you want to replicate this type of image here with sports event posters, just type this on X, GPT Image 2.0 Sport Promotional Posters. It will bring up several examples here where you can copy the prompt and adapt it according to what you want to create. Check out this example I made here. The first one was the poster here of Cristiano Ronaldo, and the second one is this poster here of Maradona as a Palmeiras player. So how do I edit the layers of this image as if I were using Photoshop? It's really simple. The first thing you do is download the image to your computer. Done, I've already downloaded it. Then you go here to Canva. Let me just reduce this a little bit here to make it easier, and then do the following. Take this image here and drag it directly into Canva. Done, the image has already been uploaded. This account of mine here is a student account, but you can also do it with a free account. I'll open it here so you can see. Look, this one is a free account. I'm going to get the image of my poster here. I'll bring it in here. See, the image is uploaded. I'll even work here in my free account just so you can see that it's possible to do it without any problem. Okay, the image is uploaded. Then you will click on it and then open it in the editor. Done. The image is open. Then you will click on this option here, which is also available in free accounts, Magic Layers. And automatically, AI will read the image and separate everything into layers. Done. It's finished. So here is the Maradona layer that I can increase and decrease. The same thing here with this other image. It separated the ball here as well. The Palmeiras logo and the text here. Even his signature was separated here into layers. Look how cool that is. Sometimes when you try to do this, it might not be able to copy exactly the font that's being used in the poster. Why? Because many times that font isn't available here in Canva. So if you know the name of the font, you can install it here in Canva. But if not, it will pick a similar font and put it here in the layer. And look how interesting this is. Here you have the background and several layers that make up my image. If you want, you can delete any of them and keep editing. And the editing isn't limited to just deleting, rotating, making things bigger, or making things smaller. If you click on any of the layers, you'll go back to Edit, then Adjust, and then you can increase or decrease the brightness. The same thing here with contrast and temperature. You can apply filters. Look how cool that is. So, you'll do your editing here as if you were in Photoshop because each element of the image is divided into layers. So, it makes things a lot easier because sometimes we generate a very complex image with artificial intelligence, but it makes small mistakes, especially with text. So you can upload this image here to Canva. It can be a free account like I showed you, and then you can edit it without any problem. Let's do another example now, but this time more complex. I'm going to copy this prompt here to generate this image. I'll go into the chat, paste my prompt, and ask it to generate. See the generated image. I'll download it. I'll bring it here to Canva again. Done. Image uploaded. Open in editor, Magic Layers. Done. It finished separating the elements here. It even managed to replicate a font similar to the one in the image. Notice that it's here in the background, and now I have all the elements here that I can change. See that down here it wrote football, just like it was in my prompt. So all I have to do is come here and make the necessary change. Look how cool that is. So just imagine if I only needed to change this small element in my image. Probably when it finished generating, one thing or another wouldn't be the same. And here in Canva, I don't have to worry about that. All I have to do is come here, delete the text, reposition the image, resize it, anyway, do whatever I want. So, if you need to make any adjustments, this here is a real lifesaver. Because imagine when you're working with marketing, for example, and you generate a really cool image. But then there's just one element missing. Then you can bring it here to Canva and make whatever changes you want. So from this moment on, it becomes much easier to edit an image because artificial intelligence does all the artistic work. It creates the image for you. And then, with this in hand, you can bring it here to Canva and improve it however you want. Remember that when you select any element in the image, if you click on Edit, there are several editing options here for you to make your image even more professional. Remember that if you have a free account, you'll have fewer options here to edit your material. With a student account, things change because then other options will be available here for you to edit your image. So, if you have a free account like this one, these features with the little crown are only available if you have a paid account. The rest you can use, so it depends on your needs. If you need something more professional, then you can choose a paid or even a student account. There's already an old video here on the channel. I don't even know if it's still valid, but you can use it if you're studying to get a student account and then you don't pay anything. It's more or less similar to a pro account. You have several features here that you can use even without having to pay anything. So guys, try it out and then come back here in the comments to tell me if with this tip you can finally leave Photoshop behind. So did you like the tip? Were you able to use it? Did it work properly? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye.
Is a ghost and the moon is a dime.